Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the one, the only, not the only, other people have done this, the Smite A to Z series. My name is Raynday, and we already have someone DC'd. So, you know, that's got to be a good sign. My sensitivity is off. I mean, everything's just starting perfectly here. This is how to be a better Smite player. Have a DC in your team, bad sensitivity. These are all just hoops that if you jump through, you will be better. No, I'm kidding, guys. This is Smite A to Z. Finally back on track. I cannot tell you how long it has been since I've been able to do this, and partly is because of this man right here, ARES, the Guardian. He has been so difficult for me, but right now, you know, knowing that I spent so much time on Smite, I said, you know, I still got to get some Paladins in, so I'm using the Fernando Paladin skin. This skin is awesome. You guys have seen this in some of my other videos, and if you don't know, I mean, the video I put about having such a bad day of Smite, and I was standing still and made things happen, that was with this skin, with this god, ARES, and so already first blood taking down the Artemis just by herself, apparently. I guess versus an Oler and a Jean Kui, so she was just left laning. I guess both of them. Oh, a Thanatos came over as well, so wasn't near the team. Got to be careful about that. Avoid the death scythe and able to move on. Just throwing some flame out there, and that, honestly, the flame is just nuts on this champion. So on this god. So let's talk about A to Z. Where it's been, where it's going. This video is probably one of the more exciting videos I've done. There's a lot of topics in here that I want to bring up. Part of it, again, we'll get to the kind of conversation about not what to do when you're down, but how to keep going when things don't look good for your team. And also how to really take advantage of things here. I'm being pretty passive, which is good. And look at this, great Aegis. I'm going to meditation here, pull in the tier. If he's used his ult, which he has, he's going to go down. And that's an ult from Vulcan just to secure it. But right there, just by playing patient, checking out the right side, didn't need to force too much. I pick up my first kill. I've got full boots. I've got another 1,000 gold now, so I'm already doing well. ARES, in general, for those looking for an overall kind of guide to him, this will serve as a function for that as well. I'm looking to just let you guys know what ARES does in general, what his role is, how you can kind of obviously play throughout a game with ARES and be impactful. One of the things you can do that could be not impactful, right, and how to kind of not maximize him, and then obviously learn to avoid that and maybe to put yourself in situations where you can constantly be maximizing people. Right there, hitting 2 chains onto Thanatos, force him out of the fight a little bit. He's with the minions trying to heal up, but misses that, so he's actually kind of low now. He may have to go back, but I'm low on mana, so I may have to go back as well. So ARES, he's an initiator. He's very much a god where standing still and then attacking can work. Why? Well, because of the fact that he's got this type of uptime. He's got these types of windows where he's extremely dangerous and effective, and then windows where he's not. Typically, that is when his chains are up and when his ultimate is up. During those windows, he is extremely deadly, maybe one of the most deadly gods in the game. Talking about Assassin, Guardian, whatever it is, this guy's damage, his control is some of the best in the game, no matter what. Already get a chain there, missed the second chain, and now have the fire, but I've been stunned out of that fire, though glad Launa gets the kill onto a stunted Sparse, and that is already good for us. The rotation paid off, and telling my team to group up just to go the right lane, to expect enemies there. The tier already going to get some damage from the chains, try to make sure that damage over time does matter, but he jukes a little bit of the fire. Oh, what? How is this happening? Have my ult. This should get the kill, and it does actually. Can't get the Thanatos, not enough, and I'm actually getting pressured out here, so I could have had 3 easily there, but coming over with the shoes, getting the stacks of extra magical and physical protections based on them allows me to actually do enough damage and then back off with the meditation and stay alive. So ARES, as you can see, already super bruisey, super powerful at just capitalizing off that ultimate. 2 ultimates, 2 kills. That is the type of symbology I would put with him. So being aware of those windows, one of the first things you can do as to be a better ARES player, to attack when you are have all the cards in your deck, and then to when you don't have all those cards and you have maybe a bad hand, to not attack. That's why standing still and then attacking can actually work with this guy, because when you stand still and then all your cooldowns come up, you're much more dangerous than if you were trying to just fight all the time. That's a really important thing. A lot of gods have more just constant harassment. Other gods have more moments you have to pick and choose. That is something ARES has, and it's to be aware of that will help you become a lot better of an ARES player in your Smite games. Starting with Gauntlet of Thebes, because I'm going into meditation early, and ARES, there's 2 things about this. ARES does extremely well with auras, and auras are an aspect of ARES' kit with his passive called Blessed Presence, which give him 30% magical power at 30 magical power every time he actually grabs a new aura. Actually using the chains here and the Nemesis dash to stun out the tier, force him into a bad spot. But look at our Nemesis, who came actually out of the DC and is now playing level 6. She's just getting annihilated there by the level 8, 9s, and 10s on the enemy team. So just reaching out to her right here. And this is a good thing to do with your teammates. Just say, hey, listen, good play. I like the spot. We're in a good spot. Good ult there. We could have bursted him down. Just got to be careful because you're low, and a lot of people don't realize that, yo, I can't fight this like I normally would because I'm 4 levels below, and I hit like a pea, and they hit like a tree, right? And it's just, you can't compare those two things. A lot of damage onto the Geb, though, forcing him out. Maybe going to dive this, but the shield is just going to discourage me a little bit more. Already taken 2 tower shots, but wow, without the shield, might have actually killed the Geb, and I had the ultimate also. Even if I had ult him, not sure I would have been able to kill him there because I would have been taking tower shots the whole time. So I back off, and that's again the safer play, waiting for all my stuff to be up. I've got a meditation. I could bait the Thanatos. Ooh, missed the shackle though. That is trouble, and I do want to back off from that just as the minions go over. Now, going left lane, here's an interesting thing. VI1. Enemies incoming left lane. It didn't help there. But if you see that, if you're on the right side or if you're on the left side, letting your teammates know what to expect can be so valuable for your guys' overall success. And just in terms of everyone feeling like you're communicating and having each other's back. A lot of times, it's really easy for one bad thing, one time you don't help someone, one time it feels like you're not paying attention or leaves someone out to dry, that you don't care and that you're a bad teammate. Because it's the internet, right? Nobody knows if you're actually a good dude playing around. You could, like, you know, be like winning the Nobel Prize in the middle of your Smite game for peace, and someone's gonna call you an asshole, right? I mean, that's just the end of the day. Nobody knows what you're doing in your real life, so they can't tell. All they can tell is what happens. So if you do some of those moments that make you feel like you're looking out for your team, it can mend a lot, right? It can let people give you the benefit of the doubt. Right here, chaining both of them gives me so much doubt. Look at that onto the tier and the Geb. They're both pushed out from one ability. And I guess that's a good time to talk about it as well. It is Shackles. This is what gives ARES so much control, so much damage. Basically, Shackles are a amazing CC that recently got buffed. It was a high-end buff, which means I could do 3 of them, and the base damage on those, actually 2 minions got buffed. Meaning if I'm at the back of a minion lane and I shoot my Shackle through it and shackle an enemy, and then I'm able to shackle him twice, shackle him 3 times, all while hitting the minion wave, I get a lot of extra damage. But only the best players, only the perfect scenarios are going to make that happen. And so that's why it was very, very high level buff to kind of increase his relevance potentially in the pro scene, not necessarily from a casual perspective. Is that going to be happening a lot? But Jean-Qui going super into it here, and he's actually going to get a kill onto the Nemesis, it looks like. Nice Vulcan ult. We got 2 here with the Thanatos. Gets the 3rd on him as well. He gets a heal off of my, actually off his death side. But look at this tier again. Holy moly, this guy gets out of dodge. So luckily, this guy has just God's graces on his side, and I'm just going to do my little salsa step. It's okay. I feel good. 2-0-1. Going to pick up Sovreignty here. Moving into another aura, some more health, and with meditation starting out, I get that extra health onto meditation because it scales off of a percentage of health that I have. So ARES actually does do pretty well with meditation because a lot of the aura items, you can get aura for the passive, 30 extra magical power. You can get health for the meditation. And so you're getting auras, you're getting health, and they're all benefiting him, especially if you go meditation route. Decent thing. I found it to be valuable. A lot of other items you can go with for him and a lot of relics. But for me, I really do enjoy this as well. Here, just trying to zone, make sure my team gets red there. Nice stun by the Jean-Qui, but look, they're both zoned out. Red should be done. Are they? No one's, okay, no one's doing red. Okay, that was definitely just a zone. Doesn't seem like the team is there yet. So just letting everybody know I am zoning. You all can do red, keeping them to the left-hand side. Want to maximize these buffs as well. Artemis saying quiet? Really? Okay, all right, I get it. I get this here. This is not a, don't know why she would be saying quiet at that point. Here with the, okay, no problem. Oh, a quiet again. This Artemis is feeling feisty here. Really? Okay. All right, I'm hitting her with the okays then. How about that? How about that? Muted. Wow. Are you actually kidding me? This does not make any sense in my eyes. I don't know if what I did in this game makes sense to you guys, that I would get muted after my my helpful tips and awareness, letting my teams know what I was actually doing and that I was zoning for them to pick up the red buff. But if that feels like a reason to mute, you guys can go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. It just seems like people are a little too sensitive these days. Not sure what was going on. Maybe she's having a bad day. So I won't take it against him or her playing Artemis in the background. But I'm doing well. Got my Sovreignty. And back to Shackles, guys. So you're going to do 130 minion damage every time you hit. Of course, that can get maxed out to quite a bit. I believe 390 if you hit it 3 times. Because as you hit one Shackle, you refresh the duration of Shackle, allow you to fire another one for free within 2 seconds that will not put it on cooldown or cost any extra mana. So one Shackle could end up being 3 Shackles. And the total amount of damage you could deal if you hit all 3 is actually 420. Plus 60% of your magical power. I missed the second one again there. Really, really unfortunate, but a good amount of zoning out of the stun, which means I can med, but I got knocked up and I cannot med anymore. Now I pop it, and Thanatos is going to drop down. Can't find anyone now. I'm going to go into the fire and blast people away. Get silenced out by him as well, and the sprint is available just to put a little bit of pressure onto them and a little bit more maneuverability. Trying to find the Thanatos for the 3rd time. Can't find him, though. The number 2 bolster defense is going to keep me alive. Oh, no. The Uller Asher C21 through the wall. It's going to take me down, and despite all the defenses I had, I was not able to survive that burst. Already, Artemis saying goodbye, and the surrender comes out. But me and a buddy all clearly hit it. I got to hit her with the high. She said goodbye. I had to hit her. Guys, come on. That's not BM. Come on. I hit her with high. That ain't no big deal, but already looking to surrender, as you can tell. I'm sure this happens in your Smite games as well, guys. There's a lot that can go down for this. The best important and most important thing to keep in mind is that as you continue to play, if you continue to do your job, you can, through your actions, help a lot of people. There's no way I could probably talk to this Artemis right now and make her feel that this is a good team, that we can win, that we're going to do well. But I have to, with my actions, show that I'm still invested in the game and show that I'm still trying to get kills, play safe, play patiently. I know I don't have a carry that's really backing me up, but hey, that's what I want to do, and we're not going to surrender. That's not my style, baby. F7, you know it. And if you have any problems with that, just keep watching. Just keep watching. I have faith, guys. I put 5 hours into this ARES A to Z. I better get a good game here. Okay, so please, here's the fire. Just getting the blue buff as well. Later on as ARES, if you get some of the aura items like Mystical Mail, it's going to help you a lot in terms of getting buff camps, as well as if you stay relatively decent in terms of your levels. If you don't fall too behind, your damage will be you know, significantly more. Obviously, you'll have a little bit more health. Trying to get these, you know, buffs when you're under leveled, you don't have enough support, you don't have enough health, you don't have enough defenses, your items aren't online yet, can be a little tasking. You have to throw a lot into the kit since the minions will not reset it. Only hitting Shackles on the people will reset the Shackles. A lot of damage though, and now the ultimate comes out. Wanted to find my ult, but not going to be able to do so. Yeah, he gets out of there. No escape, not quite ready to use. Again, like I said, 420 damage, 60% extra magical power with the Shackles. Going to get knocked back by Geb, rolling into me, trying to find it. Thanatos misses his own scythe there, and I'm able to dodge the Uller Axe quite a bit as well. A lot of juke boots here, but all very, very necessary for us to stay involved in this game. Geb coming from the backside, but he's CC immune, so that actually won't stop his roll. But if it was before he was CC immune, the Shackles would, as they do apply a cripple. One of the other most important parts of it is that they cripple. You cannot use your movement skills during them, and so if I keep hitting them onto you, I will basically mean that you will have to just keep walking away from me and not running away. And in fact, not only that, you are slowed by 15% per unique shackle. So what that means is that I will actually slow people up to 3 people by 15%. So the slow can get up to 45%. The thing is, I have to apply it to 3 different people. Now, I can also gain movement speed by 15% per shackle that is on a unique enemy. Meaning, if I shackle right now the Tyr and the Uller, that's 30% movement speed for me, 30% movement speed less for them. The shackle damage coming over really strongly onto the Thanatos as well. And again, so the dream scenarios for the ARES to hit all 3, 1 shackle onto each enemy. If you're trying to just give yourself a lot of rotation, a lot of maneuverability, there's 2. And look how fast I'm moving at this point. Able to juke right around. Of course, 1 enemy doesn't get locked down, but it really just creates this kind of imposing frontline presence against the enemy team, which means that they're probably just all moving away from each other, not collapsing, not doing a lot of work. There's Geb initiating, trying to get something. 1 shackle, 2nd shackle onto Geb. A lot of damage now onto the Jean Kui. He's slow. He's going to get the CC immune shield, though. That means he's going to remove the cripple, and he's going to gain some extra health as well. Excuse me. Osiris coming through. Egypt got my back there. Geb again initiating. This guy must be running super cooldown or something, because that roll feels like it's up every second. and he's just going in. Missed the hook on the Uller. Probably would have been the kill. Osiris gets the tether to him. Will he stun Zan? Oh, what's his name? Jean Kui? Yeah, he might. But not enough follow-up here, and Thanatos jumps down. I'm like, get me out of here. Mr. Deosi takes down the Nemesis, and we really need to pull back here. If I can just get a Shackle onto him, we could probably stop the aggression, and he does. Nobody wants to really fight with a Shackle, so that is, again, why it is so strong if you're able to do it. They last for 4 seconds, and so the maximum way to, like, kind of 1v1 someone and keep them there is to Shackle them, wait as long as possible for the 2 seconds, right? And then Shackle them one more time. So maybe like 1.8 seconds, hit the last Shackle. So you've got like 3.8, then another 1.8 probably, you know, so you're at, what are you at, 4.6, 5.6 seconds. And then that Shackle will last for another, you know, that last one will last for the full 4 seconds. So you can have someone shackled for quite a while. I think if you do it each 2 seconds, you do one, you do the other two, and then what is it, like 8 seconds? You can have someone maximally shackled. Right there, if I would have hit that, again, taking your time allows them to stake the same amount of damage. It's not more or less. It's just the fact that they are actually, you're elongating the period before you re-slow them and re-cripple them, which means that you get more out of each cripple, if that makes sense to you. So you can keep someone kind of locked down for a longer bit of time. Osiris misses the ult there. Just want to hit the Shackle. There's one. There's two. There's the third. That's the kind of pacing, and that will be a ton of damage. Gladlound is going to take him down as well. We're looking pretty good here. I got Meditation, and I've got the Sprint here. I'm just going to pull this tier, see if he's got anything. He does. So he's going to use another relic to just get out of that. Sometimes ARES so good at burning relics there. Got the Jean Kui. 1, 2, 3 Shackles going into the flame as well. Gets silenced by the Thanatos. Tier dunking through. Geb gonna knock up as well. I'm just getting tossed in a flurry of both different directions. Another knock up here from Geb. And the sprint is activated just to get us to reassess, and they don't want to actually aggress on us with that as well. So just damage on the Geb, forcing them back out, but don't have a huge advantage here. Tier comes in, gets a 3-man Fearless, and we will lose our Nemesis here, but we have an opportunity. Bolster defenses to give the protections to my teammates. Osiris is still pretty tanky, and so am I, and now Tier's not looking too good. Oh, I missed the Shackle. Oh, I'm sad. Sad face there. That seems like that will be the end for us, and probably need to go back to base. So far, so good. A lot happening here. Bolster defenses is 2, like I mentioned. Interesting thing. So this combines with Shackle. So you can Shackle 3 enemies and actually use your 2 while they are shackled, and you will give yourself extra protections. It's pretty simple. Protections to him and to his allies around him. It can go up to 40, but for each shackled enemy, the protection buffs are increased. So you get 7 extra protections per unique shackle. So ultimately, if it starts at 40, and if you get 7 per unique shackle, you get 3 unique shackles. It means I'm going to have 61 potential protections added, which is pretty dang nuts to add 61 just magical and physical protection. So I guess overall, it's like purchasing 122 physical protections for your team and items or anything like that, which is nuts when you really think about it like that. For how long does it last? 8 seconds. So 8 seconds, quite a long time. So ARES is very, very good at kind of buffing his allies, controlling CCing the enemy team, controlling the pace of the fight, especially when you're able to do this. And look at this Uller just melting. He can't get out. So much damage. Did get silenced, and I get body blocked by the minions. No! These minions are so winions right now. This is nuts. I cannot believe. How many times have I had someone at doorstep at death's door before them just getting out? Thanatos forced the ultimate. Not a great time to do it. He's gonna dive down and actually miss it onto the Nemesis. So forced his ult out, which could have been really good cleanup for us. And now rotating to the right side, he could be in trouble. Got 1 shackle, 2 shackle, 3 shackle more. Osiris going in on him. This is good damage. Oh, he's gonna have to fall. Are you kidding me? This is 4 people that have gotten off scot-free, and now the Jean Kui coming in. You better not find this kill, buddy. Somehow, oh no, the actual slow was on her, and that is damage to her over time, and that will finish her off even past the Aegis. So we are so unlucky here. But as you can see, there are so many people just barely escaping my damage. ARES is just nuts in terms of damage. And so far, pretty dang good game, and I'm building pretty tanky. I've got Sovreignty, I've got Heartward, I've got the Meditation, the Spirit Robe now. Give me some more cooldown reduction. It's going to give me some crowd control reduction, I believe. Make it so that when I get a big form of crowd control reduction, I'm going to get like a burst of extra defensiveness, which is really, really good for in case Geb, of course, because he's got the big stun, he's got the big knock up, Tier's got the big, all that stuff. Jean Kui's got the stun, Uller's got a stun. Everybody here has something that will really benefit, that I'll be benefiting from Spirit Robe's passive on. And so that's a good item to pick up as well. In fact, this build was kind of recommended by Emilzy, who's a pro player in Smite. Does kind of has comboed with Duke Sloth in a previous video. So if you guys are interested in this build particularly, this was recommended to me by a professional. And you know what? If there is a maybe there's a cool thing here. Maybe I could actually ask some pros for some of these videos and for the Smite A to Z, and maybe, you know, feature some different people. Maybe it's some people who want to do it. Maybe it's one of you guys, but you know, maybe there's some cool kind of collaborations here for the Smite A to Z. We used to do that with Dare Me, but this could be a new series for it as well. And as much as they're all grouped up on me, they don't want to do that because it's Value Town, baby. They get 3 with the ult. 2 are shackled. Geb, could he fall? I have my sprint available. We're gonna see if we can break down Geb, and we will. We've got the meditation, can't get to him. The sprint's activated, but so far, no good. Can't do it yet. 1 second before the shackles come through. Nice done by Jean Kui, going onto the Uller, but now it's time to get onto the Jean Kui. We can finish him off, shut him down. Don the Con is going down, and now looking like we're gonna find the Uller. Oh, nice jump. Nemesis is there. Can we finish her off? 2 seconds before the shackle. Got to attack. Nice stuff by LTT Tucker. Get the kill. 1 onto Thanatos. Missed the second. Want to dive him, but I'm scared now. And look at this. We've got a really pushed far up tier who may not be as safe as he thinks. I've got 2 seconds, bolster defenses to keep everyone alive. That's extra protections, and now want to go into Thanatos if I can to miss my number 1, but the 3 will clean him up, and we're 5-1. Killing Stree and a deicide for our team, who, yes, they wanted to give up right now. 15-16, we've crawled our way back, ladies and gentlemen, and despite having the early big disadvantage, our Nemesis dying, not being really prepared, we get the tower. We have a huge, that fight lasted forever. That was like Lord of the Rings part 1 and part 2, you know, and now I'm like waiting for the Return of the King here. I mean, that was long, man. I'm surprised that all that went down, but we came out in a good way. Mandala Discord, looking about it, so this would give me the cooldown reduction, give me the cool passive, which gives me CC immunity and stuns anyone around me. A lot of protections, but the other thing that I'm looking at is it's not an aura, and this is one of the decisions you're gonna have to make with ARES. I want the cooldown, but Mystical Mail gives me the extra 300 health, which is great. It already synergizes with my current build. It gives me more physical protections against the Thanatos, against the Uller, against the tier. Largely the aggressors in this game, aside from the Geb, who don't have to worry too much about his damage onto me. And the only other one that's not mitigating is the Jean Kui. So largely a good thing, but it's the damage near me. And one of the things ARES excels, the reason why Mystical Mail is so good is when he shackles you, when he flames you, the extra damage per tick from Mystical Mail is just gravy on top. The extra damage, look at this, I'm already doing 50, 75, 100 extra damage onto the Jean Kui just for being near him. Doing what I already would have done, that's 100 extra damage in this game for me. And if you keep moving that way, especially when you have 1, 2, 3 people that you're near, as we seem to be approaching here, it could be real solid stuff. They're trying to split up, but it seems like, oh, look at these effects here. I got a little bug. Got 3 in with the ult. Oh my god, we have 2 on the shackle. Now Thanatos is up. I'm able to meditate and maybe bait out, but he actually delays the execute. Gets me down. Smart plays by Thanatos, and I guess my entire team backed off. All right, that was not what I expected there. The Artemis is still here. Crepperman wasn't having fun. Wasn't liking it. Told me to be quiet. Muted. Let's see. Can they defend? Gets the Thanatos with a trap. Axe missed by Uller. Nemesis goes in with the 2. She's slow. Titan already effect. There's the Vulcan ult. Boom, baby. Glad Launa takes down a student. A stunted Sparse. And now the Artemis, instead of shooting, is laughing. I don't know if I recommend that strategy, but whatever works, babe. Now she's going in, trying to find the Uller. And here's a Thanatos looking to save the day, but the ultimate comes through. 1 crit, please. Please, thank you. Crepper man coming through big time. They activated the sprint. He might go down. Oh, look at this. Get a combat blink or normal blink. Looks like maybe the normal blink away. And that, oh, it's gone. I think relics I think those are gone. Never mind. Never mind. I think relics are gone, and I called actives relics. So, yes, relics, I think, are gone in this patch as of now. So, very interesting. Seemed like a little bit of lag there. Missed the Uller, but knew he was going to jump, so I always want to just put myself in a position way farther behind than what he was, because that would have made his jump more effective. Want to get this kill, though. He misses the axe yet again. That's kind of been pretty typical of this Uller here. Don't want to miss the chain. So, I'm being very careful. This guy is either lagging or I am doing something wrong, because his speed was straight nuts, or maybe my speed. I don't know what happened, but we were not in sync. 2 ships in the night, but I stood around though, and that I'm gonna get the assist. You know why? The Mystical Mail. That's right, the extra health and all that good stuff. Really proving big, and some of these meditations and sprints are really coming into handy in terms of picking up and cleaning up kills. So a really good call for me. The 3, which is obviously the combo, right? The 2, as we know, you can use it. The more you have shackled, the better the 2 gets, and you can use that even when people aren't shackled. So you can still get the 40 protections for 8 seconds. Good to use prior something bad is going to happen, because of course, you know, you want those protections while you're in the fight. So maybe preemptively doing that is a good thing to do, rather than once you start getting hit, because that means once you get hit by something big, you've already lost the big opportunity for you to be able to make it happen. I think right now this is when my headphone is dying. Okay, it's plugging the headphone back in so I can hear. I knew I needed to do that, but it's time. It's come to Jesus time here. You know, sometimes you can avoid doing things you got to do for so long. Like, only so long you can leave the dishes uncleaned in your sink. Like, there gets a point where you're like, even the messiest of us all can have to say, damn it, I gotta clean this up. You know, I got somebody coming over or something. LTT Tucker and I combined to get the kill on the Thanatos. Geb's in a bad spot, could easily get out of this though. He's pretty tanky. Oh, he's gonna use his ult here as well, which means there's not gonna be a lot for the Jean-Qui to follow up. Nemesis ulting onto the Jean. He may ult as well. I'm looking at the tier. I know I've got my med. Wanna pop it, but going into the ult as well, just to buy some time. We get the Jean away. That's 1. Missed the second. Actually, no, get the second. Gonna grab the third and actually end up finishing him off, which is valuable. And now look at this. The damage is real coming through his tier, but we don't need to fight him yet. Missed my chains. No, that is the worst thing you can do as an ARES main, but the chains got missed, and now I've only got the searing flesh, which is a good thing to talk about here. And sorry for the beeps in the background, guys. That is my headphones, and they're being very annoying. They're being very annoying. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just, you know what? You know what? Headphones? You know what? You know what? You know what? Stop it. Would you? Excuse me? Please. Please. You are not going to ruin this video. You are not going to ruin this video. Okay, I'm going to ignore you. At this point, guys, Searing Flesh, one of the most interesting aspects about it is, of course, the AoE, damage over time. It's damage per tick, and it's 7% of your magic power plus 35, which totals to about 280 through the entire duration, and 56% of your magical power. But the cool thing about it is that it actually does percentage health per tick. When you level this up, it increases. Once you get to level 3, it's 2%. And then when you max it out to level 5, it's 3% of the person's max health that you're doing. So this is going to burn Geb for quite a bit. In fact, if you do the entire duration onto someone, it's going to do 280 damage, 56% of your magical power, and 24, basically a quarter of their maximum health, which is quite a lot of damage. Thanatos, you shouldn't have landed there, buddy. Trying to land the third. I actually do end up landing the third. There's the 3, and look at this. Because of Geb, he's able to make so much happen here. I've got my ult, though, and none of my team... What do you... Oh, my... Oh, I gotta just sprint. I gotta see if I can get out here. Please, please let me get out. Thanatos. No. Son. Oh, no. And I even got some damage off, but nobody was around to help me. I guess they're just defending left lane. You know what? There's no need. There's no need. I like my Nemesis telling me to be careful, but there's just no need for me to even talk to anyone. You know what? I feel like maybe I could have blamed some people. You know, they could blame me for some other things, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm having a good game. Don't want to throw the rhythm off. We're close, guys. We're close. Their Uller actually looks like he's decided to DC. And I don't think at this point in the game that's just my malfunction. He was playing for like 25 minutes. I'm pretty sure that is actually a rage quit. It seems like that. Because you don't really just like lose, you don't have good internet connection for 25 minutes typically. But you know what? It's possible. He was kind of laggy, right? Wasn't he a little laggy? Maybe that's what was happening. Maybe he did. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was. But hey, we had the disadvantage early. Okay, now we have it. We fought through. We fought through some surrenders, guys. Don't give me that crap. This video is still good. My performance is still good, no matter what that Uller does. They can all quit right now. And please, don't take this baby away from me. I spent so long trying to get a good ARES game here. There's the Geb. He's going to try to knock me up. Another surrender. I'm not even going to mess with it. 2 of them want to surrender, but 3 apparently decide not to. LTT Tucker's the one. He's the Osiris. Didn't expect that. Actually, it was 2-2, to be honest, who did not want to surrender. So that was good. Maybe it's me and the Nemesis. I don't know who keeps voting, but I love you. And now the Titan looks to be really low. This could be bad here. We're going to have to do something crazy. Oh, man. Game over. You may not need it. Half health. Holy crap. We got to stop this guy. There is a slow. There's 3. There's 3 in the ultimate. The CC chain is zapping. Got 2 there. Titan. Go ahead. Get him. Titan's going to help me. The Geb's running away too. 24% of that max health. Give me that ass. Come on, Geb. You're going to run away, buddy, but I can chase you. Please. Cut in. Cut in. Creppermane. Please. Please. The Nemesis gets 1. Oh, my God. Look at our Titan. It is half health. Thank goodness gracious. The ally has been slain. Crepperman's still fighting him right there, and now look, he seems to be pointing at me, even though, you know, we were on the left hand side. defending. We just got 2 kills, man. Don't be pointing on the map at me. I love you, man. But isn't it just odd how we are actually the reason to why this didn't even happen? The game is not over. And look at this Jean Kui just trapped. We're just going to clean this up easy peasy. You know, it's easy if you just get trapped with multiple people and like to die. He just accepts that he's dead right there. 8 and 3. You know, you can't keep getting caught. And that is a big problem. You know, blaming it on someone else's positioning when you're just by yourself is pretty difficult to do. You don't usually see any changes when you do that. You kind of got to change your own behavior. So just a good awareness and warning, you know, just to people. I think if you're feeling that frustration, sometimes really the only way to actively do something is to just change what you're doing in that game. Maybe you just got teammates who aren't thinking your way, trying to get on the same wavelength. Nothing bad about them. You know, as different people go about different tasks in different ways. That's what you learn when you work with a lot of different people. It just means that, you know, you guys don't have the same, you're going to the same goal. Maybe you just don't have the same problem-solving strategy. And if you understand what 3 or 4 of the members' problem-solving strategy are on your team, and you can get with that, you guys will be a lot more stronger as a unit. Just trying to get this Geb out of the fight. I want to see if I can burn him. He goes into the CCM unit right as he's about to get pulled. We got 1 chain, 2 chains, 3 chains onto him, trying to burn him down. The max health should be doing a bunch here. Oh, the Mantle of Discord's going to save him. My goodness, and that is the value of Mantle of Discord. He was CC immune right there on his roll, but he was also just able to stun me and gain a second of CC immunity because of that item. So that's the benefit. No trade for me. I'm actually going to use bolster defenses back away. The Firemains will literally just mess with me, so I don't want to take unnecessary damage. Thanatos gets a nice little thing, but he's tethered now. No way to escape it. No solid movement skill. And now he's got to use his purification beads early, which is exactly what we wanted. He is going to have to either ult or not have an answer when I'm able to go ahead and probably use my ult as well, because I think he did 2. He did Aegis and Purification Beads, I think, right there. So that'll be good. So yeah, Searing Flesh, very, very good combo. His damage is nuts, guys, as you can imagine and as you can see. The other thing is that No Escape, the ultimate. This is the big game changer for ARES. And, of course, this can set everything up. You guys saw so much about, as we see here, just talking a little bit about Geb and just how he's kind of been the disruptor for their team and done a really good job of keeping us off of snowballing a lot of fights. Either he escapes or he distracts us, someone else escapes, they get a kill here because we're paying attention to him and we can't kill him. Just trying to get the root of the issue here as well, especially since now the Uller seems to have fallen. If we can break him, we pretty much break their front line, and that is all that we need to do to really win this game. We're so close to pulling the comeback. They're still ahead of us in gold, still ahead of us in kills, to be honest, and have, as a result of how they've played earlier, just the advantage in terms of Phoenixes, Fire Minions, and all that stuff. So we're still fighting uphill despite not having a real player, especially because one of our players, and 2 of them actually want to DC, but you know what? They're doing a great job. Nice ult by Nemesis. I missed my second chain onto the tier, but it looks like Vulcan's going to zone them out. Up in the air goes Thanatos. I've got my meditation. Gonna med, and he's not going to be able to kill before I get my ult off. Get pulled back here, baby, and that's the problem. Going to hit him with 1 hit on the left mouse button and then go into a chain, and that will kill and save my teammate and kill the Thanatos. Nemesis still alive to help do damage in this fight. The only one who's fallen is the Vulcan, and now I'm looking to help defend. Look at our Titan, guys. Look at our freaking Titan. Oh, my goodness gracious. The Artemis gets a kill. I don't know. This could be it. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? 5 hours. Oh, my God. Do not make me do this again. I have to get these guys. Ah! 1649. Okay, that is not that low. Why does it look so much lower in the image? It feels like we have a little bit more wiggle room there, but the Phoenix needs to fall. It stays alive. Oh, my God, guys. The Phoenix stays alive. Oh my God. The Osiris and the Artemis up on the right-hand side pushing, but the Osiris goes down, and now the Artemis may or may not be able to do it by herself. Can she get the Phoenix before falling? It looks like she's really healthy. But again, now Thanatos and Tyr are up. Probably not safe to try and go. Yeah, there she is by herself. Probably not safe to try and do anything. And now I want to go over there because if she gets aggressed onto both of them, there's the Tyr's ultimate. He's trying to go and finish off the Artemis. I've got to stop him somehow. Got to activate the sprint. That helps her. And now I've got her slowed with the chains. I've got 2 on him, not 3, but this damage over time is really good. And there's Thanatos. He wants to catch up. Is he going to get her? No! He got our carry, and that was a huge kill because that meant that we just cannot grab Apophis really easy. Ooh, that was a big, big kill. Now this can go either way. It's 30-30. 33 minutes play, guys. I need the Smite A to Z to happen. We got to have a good ARES game once or twice. There's 1 chain. There's 2. Oh, missed the 3rd again, but at least slow them off and stall their their approach. Thanatos up into the air. It could have been dangerous if Vulcan had actually hit his. I've got no actual actives. And here we go. The Nemesis with a really good shield is actually going to avoid it. There's the CC immunity as well. Get one. Oh, Thanatos can't make it. He gets knocked up as well thanks to the Vulcan. And now look at this. The tether. It's going to secure the kill. Nemesis stays alive. And now the bolster defense is going to make sure Gab doesn't want to mess with us. He's going to retreat. We keep our teammate alive. Oh, look at this tier, thinking he's funny, thinking he knows something. Well, guess what, pal? Wait, just cautiously playing it. I'm not worried about you now. I'm not worried about you now. He might get something, but he's already crippled, and that's why he couldn't move right there. The cripple just stopped him, and that's the power of those chains, just keeping him in place, in danger. And there's the damage over time, and there's the one basic, and there is the Nemesis getting the kill, guys. We got to get Apophis here. This could be it. I cannot believe 34 minutes in, we are finally maybe turning this around. It is time for the Titan. They've got Gab and Jean-Qui up. This could be it, guys. ARES, I'm immune to crowd control while moving and channeling this. I could still be hurt while using my ultimate, but I don't even have it. And that is a worry here. I can't go after the Jean-Qui. I'm going to have to maybe go for the chain. There it is. Oh, actually misjudged it because he used the chains. Vulcan misses his ult too. And now the Jean-Qui goal, he guns two. And he gets the two off of us. There's a meditation though. It's going to keep one alive. And will we be able to get the other? It looks like Thanatos is getting bursted down pretty hard. We've already lost one, but we're going to take one as well. Artemis still alive. And Gab is chasing him. There's the Nemesis ult. It will burn the Gab and actually will burn the Titan before anything happens. He's going to fall into the dirt, crumbling as an Egyptian relic would, and we get the friggin' victory. Oh my god, what a hard-earned match. Yo, I'm dying, guys. That was actually nuts. I cannot believe we ended up winning that game. And you know what, this is what Smite A to Z is all about, baby. 5 hours, but it's worthwhile when it comes down to such a dope game like this. And hopefully you guys during the process learned a lot about just through watching and some of the ability understandings, and hopefully can guide you through to playing ARES as well. You know, we obviously have one DC on our end. They have one DC on their end as well. They were at different times of the game, but you know, arguably theirs may have been a little bit more important. But again, even when we were losing, we still kept things together. We still won a bunch of team fights down. We still won a bunch of team fights when we didn't have a level advantage. We still were able to turn things around, and largely you could see that the impact that the Osiris and the ARES had in this game was more than almost anything. We had a 6 and 12 Artemis, which is basically the most deaths in this game by a mile. It seems like only the tier died more, which was 10 deaths, but 36,000 damage, guys. That is the second most damage in this entire game, only to Glad Launa. What's that also a problem? Actually, no, also to the Jean-Qui as well, who had 38k. But the Geb doing 32,000 damage, beating his Thanatos, beating his Uller, beating his tier, beating our Artemis, beating our Nemesis. Pretty crazy stuff. So it was the big boys doing damage today, and pretty crazy stuff. You know what? And at the end of the day, if they were going to win that game with 2 DCs, if you're going to win early, it can happen. We know those games that are over in 14 minutes, 15 minutes. So if you're going to win, you're going to win early. But I think that Uller just started maybe DCing. Maybe it didn't happen. Unlucky stuff, but makes for a great video and a lot of fun as well. And luckily, a really good showcase of ARES and the damage he can do. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel to catch more. Thinking about doing, obviously, some more Smite uploads. Obviously, it's been a big Paladins run and a lot more Paladins to come, but maybe trying to get 2 at a time, maybe Smite and Paladins in the same day to make sure everybody's happy, see how that works out. We'll maybe try that over the next couple of days. Thinking of some cool stuff. We'll announce it if I go and commit to it, but either way, guys, expect more Raynday gaming here. My parents are gone. Got some more time to be focusing on vids, so they will be coming right back at you as long as the streams. As always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you all next time.